Chicago Comics, which is pretty much probably the best comic store ever in the world. This is Eric with a C, just a C, not a CH or a K, just E-R-I-C, Eric.
Yes.
He prefers it that way. I really like how your store is very accessible to the lightly nerdy, but also has the...
It can kick it up a notch to the heavy.
Kick it up a notch
yes.
for
yes.
the hardcore
Yes.
nerds.
It's a hard balance to hit.
But you got it.
It's taken years. It's an organic growth. It's not necessarily that we want to sell the best-selling books. We want to sell the best books.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of stores are just like, you know, give me HeroClix, give me Pokemon.
Yeah.
I just want
Let's
money.
move
Give me money, give me money, you know, money. And so, you know, for years we've kind of tried to hit a good balance on being able to make enough money to stay open, which is a dream.
Yeah.
And then also to have a good enough stock that, I mean, like anybody who comes in here, I want to be the store that if you can't find it somewhere else, you can find it here.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we go for in a lot of it. And I mean, that's especially true with like our mini comics and our zines. Like there's 2 to 3 stores within 5 states that carry that stuff. Our small press section, besides our sister store Quimby's,
yeah.
you're not going to find that stuff anywhere. So yeah, I mean that's kind of what we shoot for. So yeah, I mean that's kind of part of it, you know. And I mean we've just, you know, kind of organically figured out what people want and what they like. 10 years ago we had a huge international section in this place, and it just slowly died over the years because people wanted other things. So as much as it kind of broke our heart to go so long international section, you know, with, you know, we had stuff in Finnish, we had stuff in French, we had stuff in Spanish, we had stuff all across the board, but people just lost interest in it initially, so we just had to go, okay, well, we're going to expand this section instead, because this is what people want more of. So, I mean, a lot of it is, I mean, a lot of what you see is just basically what people want.
This seems like sort of a very specific crowd that would come here, but in the neighborhood you're in, it's very sort of like you got your sort of drunken frat boys, you got your yuppies, you've also got a very large gay neighborhood.
And the trannies.
And the trannies down by the Dunkin' Donuts on the weekend.
Yes. We are definitely a destination store on a lot of levels. I mean, there's a lot of people who make a specific trip just to get here. So that, but I mean, that's a reputation that's taken us years to develop. When we started,
when was that?
Like 15 years ago, this neighborhood was kind of entirely different. It was definitely a youth culture, more artistic neighborhood than it is more of a frat boy neighborhood as it is now,
and
or
so
whatever.
the hookah lounges?
Right, exactly. So, I mean, 15 years ago, this neighborhood had, I think, a better population going through it. I mean, because Wicker Park back in those days was gangland.
Yeah.
So, as far as like shopping districts go, this was one of the few shopping districts that people went to. But now, I think, in fact, because we're here, we're kind of building a nerd base around the area with AOK Toys that's just opened up, and people play games, and all these stores are great, and they're kind of building like this great nerd triangle of just like, if you're into this stuff, you can come into this area and you're gonna find, you know, all sorts of just levels of nerddom that wasn't here 5 years ago. So 3, 2, 1.
Chicago Comics!
Right on, sister. Well, have a good time, and thanks for coming by.
Thanks for taking time out.
It's always a pleasure.
Okay, now you ready to visit?